Hi, welcome to my channel, Authentically Amber. I'm Amber, and today I wanted to share with you some exciting stuff. It was a great day, and when I share with you, you'll see why, as a vintage collector, etc. Okay, so first of all, what are all these cars in front of me? So these are in this bin are cars that I already had, and they're not vintage or terribly old. However, and there's a bus and all sorts of Matchbox and Hot Wheels. However, they are a special collection to me, and I will tell you why. When I was growing up, I had a best friend named Kim, and we were best friends, almost like sisters, from the age of about a year and a half until our teenage years when she moved away. But 2 doors down from us, her grandparents lived, and I called them Grammy and Grampy, and her grandmother was like a grandmother to me. If Kim got a bath, Amber got a bath. If Kim had nap time, Amber had nap time. If Kim had her hair shampooed on the ironing board in their basement sink and her grandmother played beauty parlor with Kim, Amber got the same. She was a wonderful German, hardworking lady, and she kind of took me into their fold. My mom was a night nurse, and so she slept during the day. So we were kind of left to play with our friends, but of course that's what you did in the 70s. You just went down the street and played, right? Until the streetlights came on. But Grampy, my best friend Kim's grandfather, was a Greyhound bus driver. And he would come home late at night when he was ending his duty, and he would bring these Matchbox cars. Well, even though we were little girls, we found it fascinating. So she had a big basket of Matchbox cars. This almost looks like a Greyhound bus. And we would play with them. We would line them all up, kind of like what I've done here on the placemat. These are my new treasures that I got from Goodwill today. Here's another bus, a Scooby-Doo van, and all sorts of myriad of sports car. But I collect vintage toys. So I just like to collect the different cars. Really just for nostalgia's sake and memories, but I have fond memories of Grammy and Grampy. Of course, they've passed on now some years ago, but they were definitely special people to me, as well, of course, my friend Kim. But for many hours, we would line up our cars. We would say, okay, which car do you want? We would pick from the pile, and we would spend hours playing with these Matchbox cars. So I just like to collect them. So it's fun to collect things that kind of bring back nice memories. And I just want to share part of that little story and my collection with you. So these are new ones. I think I need to get a bigger container. But that was about all that I really found of interest today at Goodwill, which is kind of unusual. I thought I might find a few more Tupperware pieces, but that's okay. In other news, Pyrex. Last night I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I noticed that someone had posted a set of 4 Amish butter print bowls, Cinderella bowls, in the blueprint. So I really wanted these. And she was in my area, which was awesome. I wouldn't have to travel too far to get them. And I noticed she had only posted it like an hour prior. So I messaged her, and of course they were already pending sale. So of course I told her, if the deal falls through, please let me know, blah, blah. They sold. So I decided to look on Craigslist. I'm hardly ever on Craigslist anymore with the advent of the marketplace. But I actually found a set of the 4 bowls for the same price as what I found on the marketplace. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, oh, this lady's probably already sold the bowls, but I'll call in the morning as soon as it's reasonable to call. So I called her this morning. Of course, I had to leave a message. The ad said no texts, only calls. So I left a message and she did call me back within a couple hours. And I fully anticipated that she would say, I'm sorry, they've already sold. Because Pyrex is pretty hot right now. But she said they were still available. So I told her I had an appointment and that I could pick them up early afternoon. So we arranged that. I went to her house and I couldn't believe the pristine condition that these bowls were in. And I will show you those in a minute. But after I saw those, I said, well, do you have any other Pyrex? So she kind of fished around. Apparently these belonged to her sister-in-law who had recently passed away, which I offered my condolences. It's always kind of a sensitive time, but she does collect vintage items herself, the lady who was selling, but she's not into glassware, fortunately for me, right? So she did fish around and she had some other vintage Pyrex bowls that she was willing to sell. And so I will show you those to you now. So let me start with she had an odd assortment of 4 other bowls. So she had a Cinderella bowl in the green, and this is 1.5 quarts. This is number 442, if you wanted to know, but it's in fair, used condition. It has a few scratches on there, but nothing significant. It still has a nice shine to it. So that was nice. I'm not sure if I will sell this or keep it. We'll see. And then the other one, this one I really like because it's one of my favorite colors, orange. Again, same. It's 1.5 quarts and it has that pretty orange. This one is in really good condition. Nice and shiny. Really, it doesn't seem like it has had any wear to it. In fact, the lettering Pyrex on the bottom is still raised, which a lot of times that's really worn down. So that was nice. I will keep this one because I love orange. This one I will sell when I open my Etsy shop. This is called the Butterfly Gold, number 443. So this is white with kind of goldish flowers there. It's very pretty, very vintagey, from 1972. So it, again, is in really good condition. I don't think this lady ever used the stuff, or she really was careful with it. So that's a Cinderella bowl, again, with the butterfly gold pattern. So that is very nice. This is the 2.5 quart. So that was really nice to find those bowls. Yeah, who knows, I might wind up keeping it. And then the other one I got, other miscellaneous, was this yellow large mixing bowl. And this is the number 404. This is a 4 quart. So very nice condition. The glaze is very nice. Can you see that? It's nice and shiny still. So that growing up, we had this yellow bowl. There probably were others in the set, but by the time I came along, I was a third of 4 kids. Maybe the other bowls had gotten broken, who knows. But this, again, the lettering is, it's a white on white lettering, but it says Pyrex. It's raised and in very good condition. So very, very happy to have this. I will definitely be keeping this bowl and completing my set eventually. But now let me show you the butter print bowls. This is the set that I got, and I will show them to you. Of course, they're nesting. And I just was really surprised. This is the smallest one, of course. The condition of each bowl. It's so shiny, it looks like the lady never ever used them. Maybe they stayed in a cabinet somewhere. But these are from the 1950s. The next one has a nice blue and very immaculate. I honestly could not have asked for a better set. So I guess I should be glad that the lady sold this set last night, because who knows the condition. This is very beautiful. The Lord was gracious to me today. So this is the third one, a white with the beautiful Amish butter print pattern that is highly sought after. I actually saw it on one website today for $175, which is, oh, that's up there. And then the largest one is in just such nice condition. And of course they have the spout on the end, so if you're mixing up a batter, you can just pour it. It's kind of tapered. This one you can see maybe a little bit better, but tapered on the one end to make it easy to pour. Somebody thought about that one. But this is just classic vintage Pyrex, and I am just delighted to add this to my collection. We recently got an additional china cabinet, so I will be happily displaying this on one of my shelves. I have to figure out how I'm gonna stack them so you know, so you can see the various prints. I guess put some styrofoam or something in between, but super happy about this set. My next one that I would really like to collect is the pink gooseberry, and that's highly sought after by Pyrex lovers. But this just made my day. This is like Christmas. If you're a Pyrex collector, this is like Christmas. And I'm just kind of starting out. I do have another set of Pyrex, which I'll show you on another occasion. It's the early American. It's the brown and white Cinderella set, and it's kind of with a gold pattern to it also. And that set I actually got from Goodwill maybe a year or two ago. And I think I paid about $18 for the set, minus my 25% discount. So it was dirt cheap. But I do really like that. So I want to continue to build on my Pyrex vintage collection. But I just had to share this with you. I mean, these bowls, I mean, they are just beautiful. I just am really happy. So that just made my Friday. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully you all find some treasures if you're a collector, or maybe you just enjoy watching other people's hauls. So hope you've enjoyed this, enjoyed my little Matchbox story. Another video, I'll show you some of my vintage toys, but I have a small collection, and again, I'd kind of like to build upon that. I think pretty much any collector is always looking to build on their collection, right? So leave a comment below. What do you guys like to collect? What do you like to hunt and treasure hunt for? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. I thought I would add further clarification to my Matchbox cars story with Grampy. The significance of him working for Greyhound and coming home with these cars as he was ending his shift at night is that because he was a bus driver, oftentimes Matchbox cars, Hot Wheels cars were left on his bus. So as he was detailing the bus at the end of the shift, he would collect them because of course the passengers were long gone, and there was no way to match them with their owners. So over the years he had quite a collection. I'm not sure how many years he worked for Greyhound as a bus driver, but it was many years. So that was the significance with Grampy and the Matchbox cars. Not sure if I really clarified that. But lastly, regarding the Pyrex bowls and my find with the Cinderella butterprint set and the other odds and ends, I didn't mention the price. That was part of the best part. I mean, really, I'm just thrilled to have them in my personal collection. But the best part was she sold me the set of Amish butterprint Cinderella bowls for $50. That may sound like a lot if you're not a collector and aren't aware of the prices. However, I have seen them, like I said, up to $200, sometimes more online. So for $50, I will, and I don't have to pay for shipping, I will accept that. And then the 4 miscellaneous bowls, she added on another $25. So that was totally acceptable and a big blessing. So that was a huge, huge find for today. So it was a good day. So happy trails, and I'll talk to you next time. Be blessed, guys.